Hi everyone, it's Cara Whedbee with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara coming to you live for our Friday News live show this Friday, January 25th of 2019. It is time to talk about the Riviera Resort in Walt Disney World. It is now bookable. We can book it starting December 16th of 2019 and after. So that is what we're going to talk about. I put a whole huge post on my page this week about this particular resort. So if you're wanting to see some more information, it's on my page. But now we need to actually talk about the details that I couldn't all put in that post. Also, we're going to talk about Adventures by Disney's river cruise releases that they did this week to travel agents. So I'll tell you what offers they're going to have and when those can be booked for European river cruises in 2020. They will now be on 4 rivers in Europe. Also, there are a ton of cruise deals on my page. I put those on Cruise Deal Tuesday posts. So if you have not seen those, go check them out. It is wave season. That means there are a ton of deals on travel right now because this is when everyone books their travel for the year. So I have booked a lot of travel in the last week to Hawaii. I've done Hawaiian packages, including flights, hotel, excursions for a client. I've done packages for travel insurance. Believe it or not, I do just travel insurance sometimes. I've done packages for Walt Disney World, several of those. I've done packages for cruises, Norwegian, Royal. So if you guys are wanting any kind of travel, I am qualified to do that. It's not just Disney. So just wanted to let you know there's a lot of deals up there. Go check those out. On the Cruise Deal Tuesday, go check out Riviera post so you can see the pictures of what I'm about to talk about, okay? So let's talk about Riviera Resort. It's opening in Walt Disney World. First bookings are allowed right now for December 16th, but there's rumors it will open a lot sooner than that. So this is a Disney Vacation Club resort. This is a DVC resort, so it's going to be all villas, meaning everything in it is a studio or above. None of it is like a regular hotel room, okay? So that is what a DVC resort means. DVC members, of which I am one, can start using their points to book this resort in the spring. So they haven't given us a point chart yet. We have no idea how many points each of these rooms is going to be or how to book them. They introduced a new room category in this resort, which you can see on my post. It's a 2-person only room. It's called a tower studio. So we're going to talk about that as well. Pricing on this one is considerably higher than any other deluxe resort. This is a deluxe resort, but this one is priced considerably higher than any other one for the same dates. So heads up on that. If you're paying cash for it, if you're not a DVC member and you're wanting me to book this for you in a package, they have released no deals past September 30th of this year. So, and they may not, because of the rumors I'm hearing, they're ahead, a little bit further ahead than they thought they were on Star Wars Land, which is why they quit saying late fall of 2019 for the opening and now say fall. So that's a wider window there. We just don't know yet. It's not time to book your flights. It's not time to book your trip yet, but they hopefully will tell us soon what exactly they're going to open them in Disneyland and Disney World. But we know from Bob Iger, Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge is opening in June. So I've got my trip booked to Disneyland at the end of July. If you want yours booked, let me know. Because I don't know when it's going to open in Walt Disney World and I don't want to chance it. All right. So Disney's Riviera Resort is now open for reservations. It is the 15th Disney Vacation Club Resort and will immerse you in the grandeur and enchantment of the European Riviera. So that is the theming. That's what it's based on. It's based on the European Riviera that Walt and Lillian Disney used to visit when Walt was alive. So it's not just the European Riviera. You will see touches of magic, is what they call it, in the resort as well. The deluxe resort is slated to offer approximately 300 family-friendly vacation home rooms. So again, this is a DVC resort. It is not regular hotel rooms, including deluxe studios, 1- and 2-bedroom villas, and grand villas that sleep up to 12 guests. And the floor plans are on my post. Adding to each of these unique accommodations will also be an all-new room category, the Tower Studios, which will just sleep 2 guests each. Each charming, bright tower studio will include a private balcony with scenic views and seating for 2, offering a more intimate, modern setting. The deluxe studios will sleep up to 5. Thank you, Disney, for that. A lot of the DVC villas only sleep 4 in a studio, and that's so annoying when you have 3 kids. So, but we'll sleep up to 5 in the deluxe studios. Then They will also feature kitchenettes. That's the studios also always have kitchenettes in them. And then the 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom and grand villas will feature large, fully equipped kitchens with dining space open to a living area. Villas will also feature an ensuite luxury bathroom, including a freestanding soaking tub and walk-in shower, a private porch or balcony, and a laundry area with washer and dryer. Again, that's 1 bedroom and up that have all those things. Throughout the resort and inside the studios and villas, a unique art collection will celebrate beloved Disney characters and icons with a one-of-a-kind pieces influenced by the works of master artists who also found inspiration along the European Riviera. Topolino is the Italian name for Mickey Mouse and the new signature table service restaurant perched on the rooftop of Disney's Riviera Resort, and it will be aptly called Topolino's Terrace Flavors of the Riviera. What does signature mean? 2 table service credits. So it's a deluxe resort. It's getting a signature restaurant on top of the resort. That also means that if you book your timing right, or maybe they'll let you do what you can do at California Grill, which is on the top of the contemporary resort, take your receipt back and get on their terrace. It's called a terrace for a reason. And the top of the Coronado Springs restaurant that's now available for booking Toledo is the same situation. So they will both have views of Epcot's and Hollywood Studios fireworks shows from that restaurant. So that's why it's a 2 table service credit. That's why you want to, book a reservation there, because in the mornings at Topolino, which is again the Italian name for Mickey Mouse, at Topolino's Terrace, which is in the Riviera Resort, it will feature authentic dishes infused with French and Italian flavors and will offer picturesque vistas of the nighttime spectaculars of Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Plus, families looking to start their morning off with a breakfast experience can visit Topolino's Terrace for exclusive Disney character dining inspired by the Riviera. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean that they're going to use characters that are from Europe? That's several characters they could choose from. I don't know. But it will be a character dining experience for breakfast. The rest of the day, lunch and dinner, it's a signature table service restaurant. So I'm not sure if breakfast will also be 2 table service credits or if it'll be 1 and then the rest of it will be 2. They haven't really specified yet, but it will have that restaurant on top. Throughout the resort and inside the studios and villas, a unique art collection. We just said that. I must have taken a picture of it twice. Other dining options at the resort include Le Petit Cafe, which is an inviting lobby locale with fresh brewed coffee aromas by day and a bustling wine bar by night. The new quick service location Primo Piatto is reminiscent of chic dining venues found along Riviera promenades and will be conveniently located near the feature pool. Also, Bar Riva is an open-air pool bar with a seaside vibe featuring crisp white tiles and cool blue accents, which will offer you a place to relax as you enjoy a cold beverage and poolside views. If you are staying at Disney's Riviera Resort, you will also have a new way to travel to Epcot or onto Disney's Hollywood Studios via the Disney Skyliner, a state-of-the-art gondola system that will begin operating this fall. In addition to the dedicated Disney Skyliner station at Disney's Riviera Resort, the system will conveniently connect Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot to Disney's Art of Animation Resort, Pop Century, and Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. The official grand opening date of the resort will be announced at a later date. That means I think it could open before December 16th. I think that us as DVC members will probably be able to book it before then. So we'll let you know when the grand opening announcement is. Let's talk about what type of rooms they have available for cash, which means the general public to book. They've got the Tower Studio rooms, which it sleeps 2 guests in a fold-down bed. Okay, so if you look on the post, you can see the pictures of this. It is a couch, and we talked about this story a couple of months ago that Disney was introducing into its DVC resorts when they were getting their upgrades, this new fold-down bed from Europe. It folds down from the wall. It's a couch in front of it, and then there's 2 handles on the wall behind the couch. You pull down the bed on top of the couch. So it is like a fold-down Murphy type bed. That is the bed in the Tower Studio room that sleeps 2 people. So during the day, it's a couch. When you go to sleep at night, you pull your bed down over the couch. So that's the couch in there. It does not have a kitchenette in this room that sleeps 2, but it does have a balcony and a ensuite bathroom. So that is the Tower Studio room. The deluxe studios sleep up to 5 people. So the way that works is there's a queen size bed, there's the couch, and then the fold down bed, Murphy bed, that folds on top of the couch, and then the fold down bed out of the TV stand that's like a twin size that would fit a kid. So that room sleeps up to 5. That way it will also have a kitchenette like all studios do in DVC villas. and an ensuite bathroom. Then when you go to the 1-bedroom villas and above, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom grand villas, those will all have the amenities that a typical 1-bedroom and up villa has, which is washer and dryer in the room, a full kitchen, a dining area, a living room. The 1-bedroom sleeps 5, just like the studios do, same pulled down bed and extra bed. But then it will also have a separate bedroom with a king bed in it, and then the kitchen, the full kitchen, and the washer and dryer. So that's the 1-bedroom villa. The 2-bedroom will sleep up to 9. But if you're a DVC member and you get the 2-bedroom lock-off room, it sleeps up to 10. Also, if you get the 3-bedroom grand villa, they will sleep up to 12. Again, the actual layouts are on the post that I put on my page on Tuesday. There are 2 different views for all of these, except for the Tower Studios. So there is a standard view, and DVC members will know what this means. This is points, basically. It's cheaper points if you book a standard view versus a preferred view. So every room choice other than Tower Studio is going to have a standard view and preferred view. Standard view means you're going to have a view of the parking lot usually. And then a preferred view means you have a view of the gardens, the pool, the courtyard, a park, that kind of thing. So you're going to pay more for a preferred view versus a standard view. So they started out that way. Other DVC resorts, they didn't necessarily start out that way, but they became that way to change the points around. So that is what your choices are. The 3-bedroom grand villa, here's the bed configuration there. It has 1 king bed, 4 queen beds, meaning there's 2 bedrooms of 2 queen beds each. Then 1 queen size sleeper sofa, and that one sleeps up to 12. So that is what the grand villa sleeps. I like that they did that. I like that the Tower Studio is weird. I don't know why they did that, but I like that they did the basic studio sleeping 5, and that the 1-bedroom also sleeps 5. That makes me happy. Price wise, if you were to stay at the standard view room in Animal Kingdom Lodge, the cheapest room they have available, which is a DVC room, it would be $553 that night, which is cheaper than the Riviera room that only sleeps 2 people at $561 that night. If you were to stay in an Animal Kingdom Deluxe Studio standard room for $553 a night, Riviera's Deluxe Studio standard room is $781 a night. So this was just comparing apples to apples, like same night, room that sleeps the same amount of people except for that Tower Studio room. That kind of helps you understand the price difference between this resort and every other deluxe resort that they already have built that's a DVC resort. It's expensive. That's $200 more a night to stay at Riviera than at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So just giving you a heads up on that. For the same night, December 30th, a deluxe studio standard room at Riviera, here's where it ranks compared to other resorts on property. If you were to stay at French Quarter on December 30th of this year, it would cost you $316 that night because it's a holiday night and they're not going to offer a deal that night. If you were to stay at Riverside, it's $357 that night. Wilderness Lodge, $614 that night. Yacht Club, $666 that night. Boardwalk, $699. Riviera, $781, and Grand Floridian, $851. So the only one that tops it is Grand Floridian. So just so you know, that is what they're charging here. That is what we're seeing on this resort already. It is more expensive than any other deluxe resort so far. I think we are going to start seeing this at the other resorts that connect with the Skyliner. So I think you're going to, once that Skyliner opens and there is another form of transportation other than a bus, that will cause the prices to go up on those resorts. So I fully expect to see Art of Animation, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, Riviera to be the most expensive resorts because they're on the gondola line. Almost expensive as the monorail resorts, but not quite. So I feel like they think that that's an advantage to you because you're going to be able to get to 2 different parks on that gondola system without having to ride on a bus. So I think they feel like that makes it premium and that they're going to be able to charge you for that. So I think that's where those prices are coming from. Also, that's a holiday time of the year price and there's no deals offered at that time of year. So that is the highest rack rate you're going to pay. But for a 2-person room to be more expensive than the Animal Kingdom Lodge room that sleeps 5, wow. So just heads up on that. It's a very expensive resort and it's because it's on the gondola line and brand new. So it's inspired, according to Disney Parks blog, by Walt and Lillian Disney's travels throughout Europe and the Mediterranean coastline. From France to Italy, said Terry Schultz, the senior vice president and general manager of Disney Vacation Club. Walt fell in love with European art, architecture, food, and stories, and his extended tours of the region continue to influence Disney storytelling and theming. We look forward to welcoming our members and guests later this year to this new resort inspired by Europe and imagined by Disney. Disney's Riviera Resort brings the elegance of a modern European retreat, blended with a touch of old world glamour and Disney charm to the Disney Vacation Club portfolio and the Walt Disney World Resort. With an elegant early 20th century design, Disney's Riviera Resort will welcome guests with a palm tree-lined boulevard and a striking facade featuring grand archways, porticos, cascading water features, towers, and terraces. In the grand oval lobby that will provide stunning views of the resort lawn and lakefront, guests will encounter a mix of modern and classic furnishings. Throughout the resort and inside the accommodations, a unique art collection will celebrate beloved Disney characters and icons with one-of-a-kind pieces influenced by the works of master artists who also found inspiration along the European Riviera. Let's see. The eclectic mix of art will blend Disney artistry and European storytelling with a nod to Riviera region's renowned art heritage. The deluxe Disney Vacation Club Resort is slated to offer 300 rooms, which we've just talked about. Let's see if there's anything new in this article that we haven't already said. Topolino, Petite Cafe, Primo Piatto, Bar Riva, gondola access. Offering the flexibility, value, and world-class service families expect, Disney Riviera's Resort will be the first all-new, standalone Disney Vacation Club property at Walt Disney World since 2004. What's the next one going to be? Reflections, a Disney Lakeside Resort over in between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge, but it will have most of the rooms DVC, but part of them will be hotel rooms, so it's not complete DVC. So the only other ones are Saratoga Springs and Old Key West that are all DVC rooms. The grand opening date of the resort will be announced at a later date, as will the start of the Disney Vacation Club sales and the date when Disney Vacation Club members can begin booking the resort with vacation points using an exclusive protected member inventory. Current Disney Vacation Club members will also have an exclusive window to purchase Disney's Riviera Resort. So that is the news on Riviera. It's gorgeous. I think it'll be really cool to visit and stay in as a Disney Vacation Club member. Until they offer some deals on it, though, it might be quite expensive for you to stay in as a cash guest. So just giving you an update on that, unless you're just really wanting to try it. All right. Let's talk about the next thing, which is the Adventures by Disney 2020 River Cruise announcement webinar that I was part of this week. All right, let me find the beginning of this story. Adventures by Disney reveals 2020 European River Cruise offerings. Adventures by Disney has revealed their 2020 slate of European river cruises, which feature for the first time a Rhone River cruise and new short escape itineraries. There are nearly 30 sailings to choose from in 2020, with 10 sailing reserved for adults only. So this is something you need to know about Adventures by Disney Escapes or Adventures. They have adult exclusive adventures in addition to family friendly adventures. So if you're, an adult that wants to go on an Adventures by Disney tour and you just want to go with you and your spouse, or like you and a couple of girlfriends or whatever, you can do that. There are adult exclusive tours and adventures in addition to the family friendly ones. So this time in 2020, they will have 10 of these river cruise sailings with Adventures by Disney that are adults only. Okay. Let's see. In 2020, Adventures by Disney will offer more European river cruise sailings than ever before, including a brand new vacation through southern France, which is the Rhone River. The guided group travel leader will also launch new short escape itineraries in Paris, Amsterdam, and Budapest, Hungary, which can be booked as pre or post cruise stays or as standalone trips. These are really cool too. We learned about those as well. During the 8-day, 7-night Rhone River itinerary aboard the Amacello, which they use Ama Waterways ships to do these river cruises with Adventures by Disney. Adventures by Disney guests sail through southern France, including the renowned region of Provence, with stops in Lyon, Tournon, Avignon, and Arles. Engaging, authentic experiences are the highlight of every port of call, bringing the rich history, charming culture, distinguished art, and distinguished cuisine of of this diverse region to life. The expanded season of Adventures by Disney River Cruises includes a record-breaking 27 departures along the Danube, Rhine, Seine, and Rhone rivers. Sailing with Emma Waterways, a primary luxury river cruise line. These all-inclusive vacations allow guests to explore the heart of Europe in a way that's active, immersive, and hassle-free. To complement the increased selection of family vacations in 2020, 10 river cruise departures are reserved exclusively for adults. These dedicated sailings meet increased demand among adult travelers for Adventures by Disney's unique blend of sophistication, variety, and adventure in a fun, comfortable setting. New Rhone River sailings go through southern France. During the new 8-day, 7-night Rhone River itinerary aboard Amacello, Adventures by Disney guests will sail through southern France, including the renowned region of Provence for the first time. Engaging, authentic experiences are the highlight of every port of call, which stops include Lyon, Tournon, Avignon, and Arles, bringing the rich history, charming culture, and distinguished art and distinguished cuisine to life. Here are the sailings. So day 1 and 2 are in Lyon, France. Day 3 is in Tournon. Day 4, 5, and 6 is in Avignon, and day 7 and 8 is on Arles. In 2020, May 14th through 21st is an adult-exclusive Rhone River sailing. The other ones are September 17th through 24th and October 1st through 8th. The rest of them, May 28th through June 4th, June 11th through 18th, and July 9th through 16th are family-friendly. Active sightseeing adventures include exploring enchanting towns and villages by bike, kayaking beneath the famous 2,000-year-old Roman aqueduct, Pont de Gard, and taking in the magnificent scenery on the Georgia de Deux by steam, train, and rail bike. Interactive culinary experiences celebrate the region's local flavors and world-famous cuisine. The menu of activities includes a private truffle hunting experience and tasting. Okay, they told us about this on the webinar, and I thought this was so cool. This couple that owns this truffle, I don't know if it's a farm or what, how they do this, but they own this area where they grow truffles, and they have a dog who helps you in your hunt for truffles. And then you get to taste the fruits of your labor at the end of the hunt. Let's see. They have a private truffle hunting experience and tasting, a cheese and jam making on a goat farm. You get to see how they make goat cheese and then try it. And an immersive tasting experience at a family-owned olive oil farm near La Beau de Provence. Guests will also enjoy curated tastings featuring Rhone Valley wines and chocolates. Engaging art-focused excursions draw adventurers into a world of color and imagination. Among the highlights are a walking tour of Roussillon's colorful ochre trail, followed by a painting class, a demonstration in the art of silk weaving in Lyon. You get to see how they weave silk. They grow silk there. I mean, they have a silk farm somehow. I don't know. And a visit to the Carrière des Lumières, which is a former limestone quarry where famous impressionistic paintings come to life. That's pretty cool. They also have immersive historical tours, which are bolstered by signature Disney storytelling as guests step into the stories of the Palais des Papes, which is a breathtaking palace that was once the seat of papal power, the Roman ruins of Lyon and Nimes, the historic hilltop villages of Gourdey and Les Baux de Provence, and the 12th century Abbaye de Senec, which is where tales of medieval Cistercian monks unfold. Adventures by Disney will embark on 6 Rhone River cruises in 2020, comprised of 3 family departures and 3 reserved for adults. Each cruise features the expert services of up to 6 Disney-trained adventure guides who specialize in creating unforgettable vacation adventures and experiences for guests of all ages. All right, beginning in 2020, Adventures by Disney guests can enhance their European river cruise vacations with 3-day, 2-night stays in Paris, Amsterdam, or Budapest. These guided group itineraries are designed to maximize vacation time, highlighting each city's most well-known attractions while also uncovering unexpected hidden gems. 2 dedicated adventure guides lead guests in enriching, exciting activities the whole family can enjoy. The Paris Short Escape can be added to the Seine and Rhone River sailings to round out vacations in northern or southern France. In Paris, not only will guests come face-to-face with one of the world's most iconic landmarks, the Eiffel Tower, but they'll also enjoy spectacular views of the City of Lights from their seats at dinner on the structure's first floor. Other activities include a private walking culinary tour and a bucket list visit to the Louvre Museum, which features a local expert guide and a special art detective activity for the junior adventurers. The Amsterdam Short Escape can be added as a post-cruise stay following the Rhine River sailings to complete this cruise's 4-country journey. This itinerary is comprised of a number of hands-on activities, like a painting workshop following a visit to the Van Gogh Museum, and a tile glazing activity at an earthenware factory where you get to keep your tile when you're done. Adventurers will also visit quintessential Dutch windmills in Kinderziek and embark on a canal cruise and taste their way through the trendy Jordan neighborhood. The Budapest short escape can be added to the Danube River sailings as the perfect land complement to the Central European tour by water. The itinerary combines enriching culture excursions. Guests will indulge in home-style Hungarian cuisine at a historic bistro, ride in a tuk-tuk, which is a motorized rickshaw, and revel in a performance at the Budapest Opera House, where you get a private visit, a private performance from one of their opera singers, just for you. With visits to the city's must-see locales, such as Buda Castle, Fisherman's Bastion, and Matthias Church. Adventures by Disney Short Escapes can be booked as standalone getaways or as add-ons to other vacations. Bookings for the 2020 River Cruise vacations open to the public on January 31st. If you are a DVC member, Golden Oak member, or Gold or Platinum on Disney Cruise Line, you may book on the 29th. Okay, so let me know if you want to book one of these. So the 29th for those members, the 31st for everyone else. Here is the offer they told us that they're going to offer starting those dates. So if you book a Rhone, Danube, Rhine, or Seine River Cruise in 2020, you will get $500 off per person on select 2020 river cruises if you book by the end of March 30th, 2018. So I'm sorry, 2019. So if you are wanting to book one of these, you can save $500 a person if we book it for you by March 30th. That's when you want to book it, when they offer those deals. Also, if you decided to add on one of those 3 short escapes we just talked about in Amsterdam, Paris, or Budapest to any one of those river cruises, you can save up to $150 per person if you book by March 30th. So you could save, theoretically, up to a total of $650 per person on these river cruises and short escape add-ons if you book them together. So that is a great deal. That's when you want to book these by. It's a great incentive. So if you want to do this, please let me know. That's a huge savings per person. All right, so that is what we had on the post. Now let's go to our other news. There are a whole bunch of cruise deals. I talked about that. They're in a post I did on Tuesday as well. And if you want to see the pictures and the layouts of the Riviera rooms and of the resort itself, those are also in a post I did on Tuesday afternoon. So let's go to Alice at the Mad Tea Party. Funko Pop is now going to be available starting tomorrow at Disney Pin Traders at Disney Springs or at the Big Top Souvenirs at the Magic Kingdom Park. Purchase limits apply. See location for details. There is Miss Alice. Alice Funko Pop, available starting tomorrow. Okay, so Disneyland Paris peeps, fans, whatever. And yes, I can book Disneyland Paris as well. The Lion King, Rhythms of the Pride Lands, is coming to the Lion King Festival this summer at Disneyland Paris. All right. It seems like by the images they released, it's something like the Lion King show on Broadway and the West End. It's going to have live tribal singers, dancers, acrobats. So that'll be cool. They also are going to have the King of the Swingers, which is a new swinging musical show featuring King Louie, Baloo, Mickey, and his crew as they explore 4 fantastic, never-before-seen worlds in a mysterious land. Let's see. Djambe Joy Village. It's like the street performers at Disney's Animal Kingdom and Disney World. That's what this is going to be like in Disneyland Paris. Let's see. They're going to have a Hakuna Matata band, a traditional African drumming Djambe Academy, lots of interactive live music, dancing, and characters. Then they're going to have Timon's Mata Dance, which is taking inspiration from the Frontierland Hoedown. This jungle festival is getting its own dance. Choreographed by Timon and narrated by Pumbaa, stomping cast members will be leading the Mata Dance, which is as guests monkey around Adventureland. They'll have character meets and also an illumination show. Included in the festival listings, but not entirely new to Disneyland, is the Lion King segment in illuminations and character meet and greets across the park. So that is what's happening at Disneyland Paris. How exciting. Hey, good news. Remember last week we talked about how Ghirardelli had stopped handing out samples in Disney Springs, in their Disney Springs stores, and everybody kind of got sad. And well, they have voiced their sadness and anger to Ghirardelli, and the samples are back. So you won. Your samples are back of chocolate at Ghirardelli. Speaking of chocolate, Sprinkles Cupcake right now is the German chocolate cupcake. Yummy. It is a light chocolate cake topped with rich golden caramel laced with fresh coconut and crunchy pecans and is available through February 3rd at Sprinkles. Love is in the air and all around Disneyland Park. Join the heartfelt fun and find all the hidden Valentines and Minnie's Valentine's Day surprise scavenger hunt. You can pick up a game board at participating merchandise locations beginning January 22nd. So that's already started in Disneyland. And I hear it's really fun. Legoland Florida Resort is going to open a new Pirate Island hotel in spring of 2020. Awesome. That's the one in Orlando, and it looks really cute. It's like Lego pirate ships and stuff in the rooms, and then the actual outside of the resort has a big Lego pirate ship in a lagoon. You can celebrate Valentine's Day at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge with Jiko's two-course prix fixe menu. Now, Jiko is a signature two-table service restaurant in Animal Kingdom Lodge. My husband and I have eaten there, and it was really good. So this is a Valentine's special there. Let's see. The prix fixe menu includes an entree and a dessert. The entree choices include cocoa rubbed bison, Signal Hill bowcap shellfish in a Malay curry. And the entree will be followed by the Kilimanjaro, a dessert of Tanzanian chocolate mousse, pink peppercorn meringue, and Ras Al Hanout pineapple. In addition to the prix fixe menu, Jiko will also offer its full a la carte menu, including guest favorites like the oak grilled filet, which is what I had there. All right. Moving on to the next bit of news. Disney Cruise! If you want to book a Disney cruise, the 50% off your deposit promotion ends February 15th. Please let me know if you want to book one before then. I will do a quote for you as quickly as possible, but we need to book it by February 15th if you want 50% off your deposit on a Disney cruise. At the Odyssey Festival Showplace, you can get custom screen printed shirts at Festival of the Arts in Epcot. So you can choose your shirt, your design, and they will personalize it and make your shirt right there in the Odyssey Center. How cool is that? Marvel Comics is releasing a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge limited series starting in April to help provide some background on the new lands before they open in Disneyland and in Disney World. Ooh, that's exciting. Let's see. More Riviera. Starting, when was this? Tuesday. On Tuesday, Disneyland Park started by celebrating Valentine's Month with some special sweet and savory treats. As part of the Get Your Ears On celebration, the park is extending Valentine's Day from January 22nd through February 18th with new photo ops, decor, plus all of these festive food items. At the outdoor vending carts, they have cherry cotton candy. At the Main Street Gourmet Coffee Cart, they have a mini donut, which is topped with pink icing, a strawberry, and a chocolate bow. Sleeping Beauty Castle Churro Cart and Town Square Churro Cart have strawberry churros with chocolate dipping sauce. The Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor has a Sweetheart Donut Sundae, which is a warm glazed donut with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce topping, whipped cream, sprinkles, and a cherry. Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe has heart-shaped mousse desserts with raspberry mousse and vanilla bean creme brulee centers. The Market House has a heart-shaped Linzer cookie. The Plaza Inn has strawberry bundt cake. The Red Rose Tavern has cherry mousse dessert, which is the dark chocolate ganache and chocolate crush with a red velvet spray, gold dust, and mini heart sprinkles. The Rancho del Zocalo Ristorante has molcajete platter, which is a chorizo sausage, carne asada, shrimp, cebolitas, serrano, nopales, and Oaxaca cheese with salsa rojo and warm tortillas. So other than the tortillas, that would be a really good keto meal. Chocolate tamale also is available there with espresso, whipped cream, and cherry compote. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad Churro Cart has a chocolate cinnamon sugar dusted churro with spicy cocoa dipping sauce. The Blue Bayou Restaurant has a strawberry beet salad. They also have a pillow cake dessert, which is a pavana mousse with salted caramel pot de creme center. The Haunted Mansion Churro Cart and the Splash Mountain Churro Cart have Burning Love Valentine's Churros, which are sweet and spicy red sugar churros with double the love cream cheese frosting. The Mint Julep bar has a chocolate-covered strawberry beignet. Oh my goodness, that one sounds delicious. The Royal Street Veranda has a double chocolate fritter, which is a double chocolate chunk fritter tossed in powdered sugar. The Hungry Bear restaurant has Honey to Love funnel cakes. They are honey and cream funnel cakes with cinnamon sprinkles. The Riverbell Terrace has a Southern pork belly slider, which is sticky sweet and fiery glazed pork belly sliders on toasted brioche buns with fresh sliced jalapenos and house-made pickle chips. They also have chocolate lava cake with passion fruit sorbet and a passion fruit sauce. The Golden Horseshoe has mini-inspired sundaes. It's an espresso chip gelato, cherry compote, cream-filled cookies, and chocolate-dusted artisan churros topped with whipped cream and a chocolate bow. The Stage Door Cafe has a strawberry cheesecake funnel of love, which is a funnel cake covered with cheesecake filling, strawberry compote, whipped cream, and a chocolate bow. The Bengal Barbecue has piranha lemonade slushies, which are mango and pineapple lemonade with lychee and pomegranate popping pearls. They also have a roasted vegetable spring roll, which is roasted portobello mushrooms and red peppers, pickled cucumbers, baba ganoush spread, zucchini noodles, fresh mint, fresh basil, and toasted sesame seeds, served with harissa sauce. Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster's churro cart has popping sugar churros. Now, this whole popping sugar thing has been like at Walt Disney World too, and the new drinks that they have in the Incredibles party area in Pixar Place. So it's basically Pop Rocks. So when they say popping sugar, it's Pop Rocks. Let's see. That's it for the new Valentine's treats at Disneyland. Ooh, back in Florida. Famous local Florida barbecue establishment Four Rivers Smokehouse is branching out past their Disney Springs Cantina Barbacoa food truck and laying claim to some more territory on Disney property. Disney's ESPN Wild World of Sports will see walk-up versions of both the Four Rivers traditional barbecue establishment and another Cantina Barbacoa. Both will be in the arena area, a 300,000 square foot section of the complex, but will only be open during events at ESPN Wild World of Sports. So more food trucks from Four Rivers. Shanghai Disney Resort announced this week that a Zootopia themed expansion is coming. How exciting! Would be lots of speculation now on whether or not they'll bring one to Disney World. Rumors were they might put it at Animal Kingdom where Rafiki's Planet Watch is. So we don't know. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but they're going to build it there. So we'll see if we get one in Florida. Also, Chef Jose Andres, who is the chef that is bringing the restaurant Jaleo to Disney Springs, they also announced this week that Jose Andres Think Food Group will also be opening one of the first ever brick and mortar locations of Pepe by Jose Andres, inspired by the popular Washington, D.C. food truck of the same name. Pepe by Jose Andres is located right next to Jaleo at Disney Springs. It will feature an extensive menu of hot and cold Spanish-style sandwiches, including bocatas and bikinis, showcasing the best of Jose's native country of Spain. Some of the delicious highlights will include pollo frito, which is made with breaded chicken breast, aioli, brava sauce, piparilla peppers, gem lettuce, and sherry dressing. The serrano y manchango is served on crispy pan de cristal with tomato fresco. The boca de vegetales is made with roasted peppers, onions, green asparagus, spinach, and manchego cheese on pan de cristal. In addition to the sandwiches, Pepe will serve salads, soups, and sides along with Spanish sangria. The walls of Pepe are decorated with an elaborate mural by Mark Jesus, who is a famous Mallorcan painter, featuring his ever-happy blue-skinned female characters. Sounds like Navi. The space, as well as Jaleo, was designed by celebrated Spanish designer Julie Capella. All right. That's coming soon to Disney Springs. Now, thank you so much to Scott Sanders at the Disney Cruise Line blog, which the DCL blog is where you find him. The third permanent Disney cruise ship at Port Canaveral will be on a different rotation, not a 3-4 night cruise or a 7 Eastern Western Caribbean cruise rotation, but possibly 5-5-4 like in Miami. So 5 night, 4 night sailings. According to Port Canaveral, Disney Cruise will be moving to a mobile check-in process. Yes, finally, like every other cruise line, at Cruising Terminal 8, making room for more terminal seating up to 1,000 people in the terminal. Also expanding the concierge waiting area. Yay, mobile check-in, do it, Disney. Cruise update from Port Canaveral CEO John Murray. FYI, the change to paying on embarkation day for parking is to avoid gridlock leaving after a cruise. So they changed that a while back. Used to you were able to pay online for your Port Canaveral cruise parking ahead of time, and it was only for the nights of your stay or of your cruise. Now you have to pay for the day of embarkation and the day that you debark from your ship. Even though you debark like early in the morning and you're not really parked there long that day, they're charging you for that day now. And they charge you when you get to the parking terminal at the port. So you pay like as you go in with a credit card or whatever. So they've changed that because they say it's to avoid gridlock leaving after cruises. 2019 by the numbers, October 1st through December 31st, 172 cruise ship calls in Port Canaveral, 182 gaming vessel calls, multi-day cruise revenue on track with budget of $19.9 million. Norwegian Sun returns Friday, April 12th. Staff continues to work with all cruise lines for facial recognition programs to provide expedited CPV clearance. Oasis of the Seas returned to Port Canaveral on January 11th with 500 passengers who experienced severe GSI. I'm sure y'all saw the story about that. But Royal did something that most cruise lines wouldn't have done. They gave everybody a complete refund for that trip so that to where they could book a whole nother cruise again. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see. Unified command team activated to manage the situation. 1 passenger and 2 crew members were transported to the Cape Canaveral Hospital for unrelated medical causes. Okay, so here's the more information about Port Canaveral. They are moving forward with contract negotiations for the Disney Cruise Line terminal renovations. Port Canaveral Commissioner approved port staff to enter contract negotiations with BEA and Jacobs for Disney Cruise Line terminal renovations. And let's see, the approval came after the landslide agenda item was briefly pulled for further discussion. The port now has the go-ahead to negotiate a contract with BEA and Jacobs. A finalized contract will be up for approval in a future port meeting. The renovation projects are estimated to run just under $47 million. Disney Cruise Line intends to use Cruise Terminal 10 for times when they will have 2 ships in port. In the short term, the port expects Disney Cruise Line to base 3 ships at Port Canaveral, adding additional itineraries to the 3-4-night Bahamian and 7-night Eastern Western Caribbean offerings, such as a 5-5-4-night rotation on one of the new ships. Maybe, or else maybe they'll make one of the new ships something else, and then the other 2 will do this. Cruise Terminal 8 and 10 renovations. Cruise Terminal 8, aka Disney Cruise Line's terminal, will undergo a significant renovation. Once the dust settles, the terminal will offer up to 1,000 seats and an expanded concierge waiting area. The drop-off area will also be expanded to better accommodate cruise passengers arriving by car. A new baggage screening area is planned to enable the security teams to process luggage more efficiently. During the January 23rd meeting, there was a mention that Disney Cruise Line will be moving towards a mobile check-in process of some sort, which will enable the port conversion some of the check-in desks to guest seating. A new jetway will be installed to accommodate the new class of ships, which are liquid natural gas ships, which during the meeting, port staff did a good job at not referencing the class as the Triton class, but the Disney Triton still remains in the port's public documents. There is roughly a 15-month lead time on the jetway, and the purchase of said jetway will also come up for approval at a future meeting. Last June, Port Canaveral mentioned that they hope to finish substantial work on the cruise terminal by May of 2020 to allow for Carnival to shift over. This shift will then allow the port to begin the major renovation stage of Cruise Terminal 8, which will effectively close the terminal for a couple of months. As of the June 2018 meeting, Cruise Terminal 8 is slated to be shut down for May, June, and possibly early July of 2020. In the past, renovations have taken place on days when the ship is not at the terminal, but due to the scope of this expansion, the terminal will need to be offline to allow contractors to work uninterrupted. So thank you, DCL Blog, for that information. Reservations are now open for Toledo, the tapas steak and seafood restaurant at the top of Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. Yay! I'm staying at Coronado Springs in September in a tower room, so I am definitely going to book this for my stay. But Grand Destino Tower opens this summer, July 9th. And sitting atop this new expansion to Disney's Coronado Springs Resort is Toledo, a tapas steak and seafood restaurant. The unique restaurant will offer a menu featuring dishes and small plates inspired by the flavors of Spain. Guests of Toledo will enjoy a surrealistic rooftop dining experience along with classic tapas, steaks, seafood, and delightful desserts. An on-stage tapas kitchen will serve charcuteria and cheeses, as well as pinkstos, which are small plates, and cazuelas, which are soups. House boards include a cured meat selection, an artisanal manchego cheese selection, and a grand platter of signature artisanal meats and mixed cheeses. The pinkstos selections feature an array of items like salt cod stuffed piquillo peppers with goat cheese and toast, olive oil poached tuna, and tortilla de dia, which is wrapped in jamon serrano. That's Serrano ham. Tortilla de dia, cazuelas, which are the soups, include options such as shrimp pil-pil, charred octopus with romesco and chimichurri, and Rioja-based chorizo with peeled onions. If you're looking for larger appetizers, you can enjoy several selections, including heirloom tomatoes with stone fruit and farmer cheese, jamon serrano with compressed melon, and savory churros. For the entrees, guests can enjoy wine-braised chicken, and steak lovers can savor the hanger steak with crushed new potatoes or the Manhattan filet. There's also the ribeye for two, which is an aged, hand-cut 32-ounce Spanish chuletan for two. The restaurant will serve 100% sustainable seafood with options such as scallops with hummus, olives, and roasted carrots, and golden tile fish with petite potatoes and cauliflower. There's also a creative plant-based take on a seafood platter that includes mushroom scallops, calamari, and ceviche, as well as hearts of palm crab cake. That'd be great for my vegan friends. For a sweet ending to your meal, try one of the several unique signature desserts created by Disney's master pastry chef, classic crema catalana with Valencia oranges and chocolate toulet, café con leche chew with dark chocolate mousse and vanilla, nata montanda, and the Toledo Tapas Bar, a progressive bite-sized sweet-tasting tapas style featuring a crunchy chocolate bar with bite-sized flavors of Spanish coffee mousse, chocolate cake, fambrusa, raspberry mousse, and lemon curd. Kids can also enjoy Mickey-shaped raspberry mousse topped with yummy strawberries. There's even, I want to try this one, a plant-based dessert option on the menu. The chocolate avocado mousse with strawberry basil sorbet and coconut crumble is a decadent option that you definitely won't want to miss out on. Yay, that sounds interesting. The beverage menu shines the spotlight on Spanish and California wines with over 75 selections hand-selected by the master sommelier. Other drinks include handcrafted, where did that go? Oh yeah. Other drinks include handcrafted cocktails such as the gin tonic with house-made saffron tonic and sangria, as well as beers and ciders from Spanish and American craft breweries, a selection of non-alcoholic artisanal cocktails, and dinner beverages showcasing Spanish coffees, brandies, and dessert wines. Reservations are now open for Toledo. Yay! Make it pink. No, make it blue. If you can't decide or are just wanting to show off your love for Sleeping Beauty, you're in luck. According to WDWNT.com, brand new Dooney & Burke purses celebrating Sleeping Beauty's 60th anniversary are at Ever After Jewelry Company in Disney Springs. They were released officially today. There she is, Miss Princess Aurora on her Dooney & Burke purse. They feature Princess Aurora and her trusted fairy godmothers, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. A large tote bag that I just showed you features Aurora and costs $298. The two smaller purses show off the fairies flying around. The satchel costs $298, and the fold-over crossbody will cost $228. Here are the purses with the fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. There's also a leather tag with each purse to commemorate Sleeping Beauty's 60th anniversary on one side, and on the other side, they show off the familiar Dream Big Princess logo. All right, guys, speaking of Disney Cruise Line, set sail for a mouse-tacular celebration, Mickey and Minnie's surprise party at sea. It's sure to be a magic and fun for everyone. June through August sailings on the Disney Fantasy. So this summer, June through August sailings on the Disney Fantasy will feature Mickey and Minnie's surprise party at sea. Yay. So if you want to go on one of those and do 50% off your deposit, let me know by February 15th. Let's get it booked. Recently, Disney Cruise added a port adventure for IndyCar arm in the Alaska cruises. Similar to the offering at Tracy Arm, this excursion takes guests up close to Dawes Glacier in a smaller boat, which guests board directly from the Wonder. The Wonder is the one that makes the Alaskan cruise sailings for Disney. This is also from the DCL blog. I have a client going on this cruise, so I got an email about this change. Basically, they weren't able to get into the Tracy Arm anymore because and they haven't been able to really for years. It's been difficult because it got really narrow and it's just hard to get the ship in there. So they have changed it to the IndyCar arm. Apparently it's easier to access. So there you go. You're going to see the same thing, the same thing you would have on either one. Interesting. So according to WNT.com, thanks to rather odd seating configurations and the need for there to be guests in each seat to operate certain tasks, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will offer a single rider option. In addition to the customary fast pass and standby queues, the single rider line will be used to fill empty individual seats in the cockpits. This ensures that Disney isn't sending out ships that don't have every seat filled, especially given how long lines are expected to be for this attraction. Now, they say it's worth mentioning that Disney has constructed single rider lines for other rides like Flight of Passage in Pandora or Soarin' at Epcot and then never used them. So maybe they won't, but this one it seems like kind of necessary because you have to have somebody in every seat in the cockpit to fly the ship. So we shall see. The gateway to Fantasyland and the symbol of all the magic at Disneyland Park is Sleeping Beauty Castle, which was right now under refurbishment. An opening day landmark since 1955, Sleeping Beauty Castle has the distinction of being named after a Disney heroine nearly 4 years before Sleeping Beauty appeared in her title film role 60 years ago, January 1959. In fact, Sleeping Beauty was still in its early stages of production when Disneyland Park opened. Over the years, the colors and finishes on Sleeping Beauty Castle have been refreshed and updated since Disney legend and Imagineering artist Herbert Ryman first created the concept illustration of the castle. Today, 60 years after the film Sleeping Beauty debuted, Sleeping Beauty Castle is undergoing another refurbishment through spring in preparation for the summer's opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The refurbishment is part of Project Stardust, which is a number of enhancements to the Disneyland Resort, specifically Disneyland Park, to continue to deliver a world-class guest experience. The enhancements will range from overall beautification of the theme park to maximizing guest comfort and access. When Project Stardust is complete, Disneyland Park will remain the beloved icon and international treasure it is today, while preparing the theme park for its next phase of significant growth, starting with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, where tradition meets a new frontier. A number of efforts are already underway or completed. On Main Street USA, for example, curbs are being enhanced with slow inclines to help improve access when guests first enter the park. New brickwork adds to the storytelling of the iconic thoroughfare, and for the first time, the horse-drawn streetcar track was replaced in its entirety. In Fantasyland, reconfigured guest queues for Matterhorn bobsleds, It's a Small World, and Dumbo the Flying Elephant have improved guest access and comfort, while Tropical Hideaway in Adventureland now welcomes guests to a brand new area that was previously underutilized. Throughout Disneyland Park, the locations of planters and outdoor vending carts are being adjusted to make room for additional walking space and new, more efficient stroller areas. There will also be more seating in Disneyland Park than ever before when Project Stardust is complete. Interesting. I'm excited to see that in July. This is interesting too. The surprise hit of Mickey and Minnie's surprise celebration at the Magic Kingdom Park in Walt Disney World has been the seemingly random pairs of characters that you can now meet in Town Square. According to WDWNT.com, it turns out that there are 7 tandems of characters that you can meet every week, subject to change, of course, near the entrance of the park. Each day will offer a different pair, but the weekly rotation should remain the same. Here's who you can meet. Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps from Zootopia, Phineas and Ferb, Chicken Little and Abby Mallard from Disney's Chicken Little, Robin Hood and Little John from Disney's Robin Hood, Gideon and Foulfellow from Disney's Pinocchio, Remy and Emile from Ratatouille, and Prince John and Friar Tuck from Disney's Robin Hood. The pairs are available daily from 11:30 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. in Town Square at the Magic Kingdom. And this is Mickey and Minnie's Surprise Celebration, which is not set to end until September 30th of 2019. So that's pretty cool. You get to meet some cool characters there. In Disneyland Paris, Cendrillon will celebrate a new character experience at the breakfast table service with 3 Disney princesses starting February 12th, and you can start booking it on February 6th for hotel guests, 3 days prior otherwise for anyone else. 2 seatings each morning are at 8:15 and 9:45 a.m. It is 49 euros for adults and 39 euros for kids. So Disney Princess Character Breakfast in Disneyland Paris. The experience is set to run until April 1st, but hopefully it will be extended. All right, park-specific reusable bags are coming soon to Walt Disney World. Plastic bags will no longer be offered. I was surprised at the end of the year that they still had the plastic bags because I knew this was coming, and I've reported to you that this is coming, but now it actually is coming. So you have to buy these reusable bags for $1 or $2 a piece, and they are going to be park-specific, so I'm sure they will become collector's items. All right. There is a new deal coming for Royal other than the one I posted this week for Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. So the one that's currently going is extended through the end of January. This one is 60% off the second guest and kids sail free. Right now, the special is kids sail at a discounted rate. This special starting February 1st is 60% off the second guest plus kids sail free. So starting to think about where you want to go on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And then let me quote it for you starting February 1st. They will also have bonuses of up to $100 to spend at sea. This is February 1st through 28th of 2019 when this deal comes on. So please, if you want to go on Royal and you're taking your kids with you, this is the deal for you. Let me know if you want to quote on it starting February 1st. Princess Cruise Line also made an exciting announcement this week with the growing excitement this week that 3 more ships will be enabled with groundbreaking technology. Royal Princess in April of 2019, Crown Princess in July of 2019, and Sky Princess in October of 2019 will be the latest additions to the Medallion class fleet, joining Caribbean Princess and Regal Princess, which will be enabled as of February 17th of 2019. This means that Princess will be offering Medallion class vacations on all their Caribbean sailings by the end of 2019. They will also be offering Medallion class in other destinations, including Alaska, Europe, Canada, New England, Mexico, Panama Canal, and California coast cruises. Princess Medallion class features a leading-edge technology enabling the Ocean Medallion, which is a complimentary wearable device that elevates the guest experience and enables an enhanced level of personalization. Guests on Medallion class vacations will enjoy a hassle-free embarkation, beverage delivery on demand, the best Wi-Fi at sea, and many more features, making their cruise experience more effortless than they could imagine. It almost sounds like a Magic Band, but for a cruise ship. Let's see. All right. If you are California or New England fans, you now have another reason to root for your team in the Super Bowl. This year, the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort is rewarding the residents of either California or New England with their special Champions package, depending on which team wins the game. Included in the Champions package is a $100 credit at any restaurant at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort and a 1-category complimentary room upgrade that does not include suite upgrades. This limited time package is eligible for guests staying through December 24th of 2019 for a minimum of 3 nights. Guests must have a valid appropriate state identification when they check in. This promotion is based on availability. Other restrictions may apply. New England states include New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. So whoever wins, you can get that package at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resorts. So exciting. Today, Maleficent, the Maleficent float that breathes fire as the dragon, returned to Disney's Festival of Fantasy Parade at Walt Disney World. Yay, she's back. And she breathes fire still. Woohoo. SeaWorld Orlando has what's called the 7 Seas Vacation Package available. It includes a length of stay admission to SeaWorld and 5-item sampler lanyard for each member of your party. This is like their food and wine type experience, but at SeaWorld. It's called the 7 Seas Festival. A sampler lanyard for each member of the party, plus you can add Aquatica, which is their water park, and or Busch Gardens, which they also own. Length of stay visitations for only $20 a person. That is a stinking good deal, all right, for SeaWorld vacations. So they have amazing concert lineups during this 7 Seas Festival, food festival, including The Fray, Sugar Ray, let's see who else is going to be there. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Flo Rida, Lifehouse, Cole Swindell, and more starting February 9th for the concerts. So yes, I can book SeaWorld vacations as well. It's back. The Magic of Disney store has made its awaited return to the main terminal of Orlando International Airport, otherwise known as MCO. The beautifully designed store features a wide selection of items, some of which are exclusive to the store, a massive high-resolution video display bringing the action of the parks to life, and plenty of magic, of course. Discover the Magic of Disney store back in the Orlando airport. Woohoo! New Dooney & Burke Dumbo purses are coming soon to Disney Springs, probably at the same place, the Ever After Jewelry Company. So it's the circusy type pattern on there for Dumbo, the purses. Let's see. Check out the upcoming Epcot dress and purse. According to Attractions Magazine, there is an Epcot dress and purse. See if I can get it to show up. It's silver and has the pattern of Spaceship Earth on it. And the purse is a Spaceship Earth ball. Oh my gosh. The only place you can wear that is Epcot. I mean, if you try to wear that anywhere else, like in your normal activities, you'll be shunned. So it is very, very Spaceship Earth. Planet Hollywood Superstore closing February 2nd at the Hollywood Studios. Yeah, that was inevitable. There are new Small World eaters that will now be available in Disney Springs. Walt Disney World annual pass holders will soon have the opportunity to meet local Disney artists and an exclusive VIP pass holder merchandise event at Disney Springs from 9 to 10 a.m. tomorrow. If you're an annual pass holder and you live there, go for it. Shanghai Disney Resort has announced that today their first ever range of annual passes. Who knew? So an any day annual pass is $32.99 yuans, roughly $429 US dollars. Weekday and Sunday annual passes are $15.99 yuans, and the Sunday annual pass is a $12.99 yuan. These are adult pass prices. Planet Hollywood Superstore at Disney's Hollywood Studios is closing on February 2nd. Yep, I already said that. Sorry about that. Disney Cruise Line Adventures is having a new Sail Away family deck party. At least starting on the Wonder for sure. Mickey's Sail Away Deck Party. In an email sent to travel agents with guests booked on affected sailings, Disney's all-new deck party is a high-energy countdown celebration occurring aboard the beautiful Disney Wonder on Embarkation Day. Guests are invited to wave goodbye to work and school and say hello to the vacation everyone has been dreaming about. Guests will have the opportunity to make a special craft, a Mickey hand, during the open house in the youth activity areas prior to the muster drill. Mickey's Sail Away Deck Party will feature Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto, and Donald. In addition to the new Sail Away party, Disney is inviting guests to dress up and to Disney bound as their favorite Disney character for the celebration. At this time, we don't know if this is a fleet-wide change or limited to just the classic ships like the Wonder or the Magic, or exclusive just to the Wonder. But the email was sent specifically for the Disney Wonder's 4-night San Juan to Port Canaveral cruise, departing Puerto Rico on February 3rd. So that's when it seems to be starting. And you can Disney bound as your favorite classic Disney character to the party. All right. The Disney Lunar New Year event at Disneyland Resort started today. And during the celebration, you can meet the 3 little pigs in honor of the Year of the Pig. All right. Well, that is all the news I have for you today. Ooh, except one more thing. Another cruise line that's starting. I don't know if you've heard of this or not, but I will be able to book this one as well. It is called Virgin Voyages. So Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Records, the Virgin brand, is starting its own cruise line. It's an adult-only cruise line. So it is for ages 18 and up. No children are allowed on these ships. The first ship is going to be named the Scarlet Lady, and they start sailing the Caribbean in 2020 out of Miami. They are going to be Rockstar Suite enabled ships with the red carpet and everything. If you're staying in a Rockstar Suite, the whole ship will be decked out for rock stars, and you could be a Rockstar sailor as part of their loyalty program. So it is very fun, Virgin Voyages, and it will not have a casino. It's one of the few ships that doesn't, one of the few cruise lines that won't, at least according to the news I heard this week. The other ones are, of course, are Disney Cruise Line. So that would be cool because casinos are kind of smoky and I don't gamble. So it's kind of like a big space in the ship that they could use for something else. So I don't know. But Virgin Voyages, they're going to start in 2020. So I will be allowed to start booking these voyages on the Scarlet Lady starting Valentine's Day. So if you're interested or you'd like to know more about it, just let us know, and we can get you a quote for Virgin Voyages as well. We don't know the itineraries yet. They're supposed to email us. I'm on an email list for travel agents. So they're supposed to let us know once they have the itineraries set out for 2020. So I'll let you know once I have that information. But a new cruise line's coming and adults only. So there you go. All right, that's all the news I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Friday News Live. And I will talk to you next week.